Hi everyone, a very good morning. Welcome to all of you in this class. So now let's start our introduction. Myself Avdesh Misra from Varanasi. I have completed my BTech from HBTU Kanpur. I am currently residing in Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh. I teach mathematics from last 3 years and also I have selected in Akash Byju's as an assistant lecturer for IIT JEE Mathematics for class 11, 12th and JEE Mains level. I have guided more than 100 students in board exam and also in 2022 I produced 10 students above the 90 percentile in JEE Main mathematics. So that is my experience in teaching career. So now why should you hire me? Yes, as you know, I have 3 years experience in the subject matter. Yeah, I have great command over the communication skills, which is very important for a teacher whenever dealing the students very well. Yeah, enthusiasms are very important for teaching profession. Personally, I believe that enthusiasm students stay focused other than the normal students. Yes, I can really handle the students very well. I can create a positive and learning environment for the students. Then the students stay attentive in the class and we can also focus our lecture very well. So these are the reasons why should you hire me. So now why an academy? Yeah, that is because it has become India's largest learning app and it has grown sharply from few years. Thousands of top educated teach on this platform very well. It also provide employee friendly policy when tech to leave easily and it provide flexibility for both online and offline classes. It is revolution in edtech industry. Millions of learner learn easily for all from all over India. So these are the reasons I can join an academy for our bright future. So now we come now coming on content plan. So in the content plan, I have divided into 100 hours plan for the many section. So first is function. The function that is dedicated for 12 hours and second is inverse trigonometric function which has been dedicated 9 hours. Third is limit taking 11 hours. Fourth is continuity taking 6 hours and fifth is differentiability taking 6 hours and sixth is differentiation taking 8 hours and seventh is indefinite integration taking 12 hours and eight is application of derivative taking 16 hours and ninth is definite integration taking 12 hours and tenth is area under the curve taking 5 hours and last 11th is differential equation taking 3 hours. So now going to detailed plan. In our detailed plan course, so first is function. In function, we discuss about the different topics. So first is Cartesian product, range and domain, graph of the function, greatest integer function, fractional part function, signum function, shifting of origin, classification of function, composite of function, inverse of function, odd and even function, periodic function, algebraic function, and explicit and implicit expression. So these are the concept discussed in the function. Second is inverse trigonometric function. In the inverse trigonometric function, discuss the different type of inverse trigonometric function. So now third is limit. In the limit, we discuss a fundamental theorem, indeterminate form, sandwich theorem, trigonometric limit, exponential and logarithmic limits. These are the important concepts discussed in the limit. In the continuity, in continuity, we discuss continuity of a function, types of discontinuity, intermediate value theorem, and continuity of composite function. So these are the concepts discussed in the continuity. So now next, differentiability. In the differentiability, we discuss differentiability of a function, relation between continuity and differentiability, theorem over the differentiability. So now next slide. In differentiation. In differentiation, we discuss first principle and the product rule and chain rule, logarithmic differentiation, L-Hospital rule. And the next, indefinite integration. In the indefinite integration, we discuss integration of a function, method of integration, form of integral, integration by parts, partial fraction, trigonometric form. These are the conditions discussed in the indefinite integration. So now, application of derivative. In the application of derivative, we discuss monotonic function, critical point, maximum and minimum of the function, Rolle's theorem, Lagrange mean value theorem, Cauchy mean value theorem, tangent and normal value theorem, equation of tangent to two curve, angle between two curve. So these are the function, and also orthogonal of two curve, subtangent, subnormal to the curve, local maxima, local minima, point of extreme value, inflection of point, vertical tangent for function, Cauchy inequality, maximum minimum point from a curve, maximum minimum distance between two curve, cubic function. So these are the concept discussed in the application of derivative. So now definite integration. In definite integration, we discuss the fundamental theorem of calculus. Definite integral as a limit of sum. Properties of definite integration. Newton's Leibniz rule. Cauchy inequality reduction formula. So these are the conditions discussed in the definite integration. And the area under the curve. Area under the curve, we discuss the area bounded by the curves. Many types of curve discussed in this topics. And last is the differential equation. In the differential equation, order of differential equation, solution of differential equation, function of differential equation, form of differential equation, polar substitution of homogeneous differential equation, linear differential equation of nth order, first order linear differential equation, Bernoulli's form. Everything in detailed plan is over here is very important for exam point of view. So now next slide, moving on the teaching part. So today I am going to start a most important fundamental concept in the chapter of quadratic equation. So in this class I will give you a brief introduction about the quadratic equation. So most important concept, the concept is quadratic equation. So what is the quadratic equation? We know that a quadratic equation is second degree polynomial equation. Second degree polynomial equation. And the quadratic expression, the standard form of the quadratic expression is y is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. This is the quadratic expression, not equation, because ax square plus bx plus c not equal to 0. Here not equal to 0. This is the quadratic equation, because ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Here not equal to 0. Then this is the quadratic expression. And also here a is the leading coefficient, b is the coefficient of linear term, and c is the absolute term. But a is not equal to 0. Because of a equal to 0, because of a equal to 0, then the ax square terms will be missing. Then this quadratic equation convert into this form, bx plus c is a linear polynomial, not a quadratic equation. This is the linear polynomial. And a is equal to c is equal to 0, y is equal to bx plus c is an odd linear polynomial. Is an odd linear polynomial. In the quadratic equation having two roots, यदि हम हैविंग टू रूट्स अल्फ़ा एंड बीटा, यदि हम क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन के रूट्स को फाइंड करने की मेथड की बात करें तो इसमें चार मेथड होते हैं. हैविंग फोर मेथड फॉर फाइंडिंग द रूट्स. सो फर्स्ट इज फैक्टर मेथड एंड सेकेंड इज श्रीधराचार्य फॉर्मूला मेथड एंड थर्ड इज perfect square method and fourth is graph method. In this class we discuss the Sridharacharya formula method, and also solve the some example by the help of perfect square method. So next, cubic polynomial. In the cubic polynomial, y is equal to ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. Here a is a leading coefficient and a is a absolute term. In this quadratic equation, we discuss some example. We discuss some example by the help of the roots of the quadratic equation. Yes, the root of quadratic equation by the help of Sridharacharya formula. Here see, y is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. Here x is equal to minus b plus minus root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Here d is the b square minus 4ac is called the discriminant. We know that the graph of the function depend on the discriminant. जो ग्राफ होती है वो डिस्क्रिमिनेंट की वैल्यू पर डिपेंड करता है, वो लीडिंग कोफिशिएंट ए की वैल्यू पर डिपेंड करता है. जब डी की वैल्यू लेस देन जीरो हो, जब डी की वैल्यू लेस देन जीरो हो, तो जो ग्राफ होती है एबव द एक्स एक्सिस और बिलो द एक्स एक्सिस होता है. डोंट टच एक्स एक्सिस. जब डी की वैल्यू लेस देन जीरो हो तो ग्राफ डोंट टच एक्स एक्सिस होता है. और जब ए की वैल्यू ग्रेटर देन जीरो होगा तो जो पैराबोला आपका बनेगा वो ओपन अपवर्ड डायरेक्शन, ओपन अपवर्ड डायरेक्शन. नेक्स्ट स्लाइड वी सी ओपन अपवर्ड डायरेक्शन. ए ग्रेटर देन जीरो तो ग्राफ पैराबोला ओपन अपवर्ड डायरेक्शन. व्हेन ए लेस देन जीरो देन पैराबोला ओपन डाउनवर्ड डायरेक्शन, then parabola open downward direction. And d greater than 0, then parabola cut the x-axis at two different points. Parabola cut the x-axis at two different points. When d equal to 0, then the parabola touch the x-axis at one point of the x-axis. So now on this next slide, here ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. This is quadratic equation, not expression. The sum of the roots alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a, and product of the roots alpha into beta is equal to c by a. Here d is a discriminant is equal to b square minus 4ac. So now next slide. Here different graph of the quadratic expression. Yes, solve some example and solve this y is equal to x square plus 2x plus 2. सबसे पहले हम इस क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन की डिस्क्रिमिनेंट की वैल्यू फाइंड करते हैं. बिकॉज ऑफ डिस्क्रिमिनेंट की वैल्यू ग्राफ को शो करती है. जब d की वैल्यू लेस देन जीरो, हेयर d की वैल्यू -4, तो d की वैल्यू हमने b स्क्वायर माइनस 4ac की हेल्प से फाइंड किया है. तो d की वैल्यू -4 आई है, तो d लेस देन जीरो, देन द ग्राफ डोंट टच द एक्स एक्सिस. Don't touch the x-axis. Here a is the 1, leading coefficient is 1, leading coefficient greater than 0, then I will say that parabola mouth facing upward. a greater than 0, then parabola mouth facing upward direction में होगा. Here d less than 0, then parabola don't touch the x-axis. y greater than 0, x for all real value of x, y greater than 0 for all real value of x. So solve this equation easily and solve this next problem. Y is equal to x square minus 4x plus 4. Solve this problem by the perfect square method. Perfect square method, getting to x minus 2 ka whole square, and first of all solve the discriminant. So after solving discriminant, d is equal to 0, then d equal to 0, I can say that the graph touch the x-axis and the leading coefficient is always positive. When leading coefficient is always positive, then mouth facing upward direction, and d equal to 0, 1 real root, parabola touch the x-axis. In general form, the y is equal to x square plus bx plus c. This here y greater or equal to 0 for all real value of x. Leading coefficient always greater than 0. So I hope are you getting my point very well. So thank you so much for having me. Hope to see you soon. Thank you.